Hello, Slightly Mad here. I was the chap who made the basic video guide for Gods and Idols. This is another guide, and this guide is basically how to recover yourself when your population starts starving. In a nutshell, what I did is I grew too quickly. I didn't have enough granaries or warehouses to transport my goods. Easy mistake to make, and literally I couldn't get the goods out the farms quick enough to the people before they starved. That had a knock-on effect which affected my population. So the new vagrants were dying, and I couldn't create any more farms to make any more food, and production of the granaries stopped. As you'll know in the previous guide, if you make a granary you get +3 haulers. If you make a chem tank you get +3 haulers. If you make a warehouse you get +3 haulers. Now, how to see the transfer rate? If you press the key at the top of the button, the stockpile key there, it brings up this, which shows you the goods in and out. And basically it says there are 44 haulers capable of transferring 4.3 goods a minute. Having more buildings slows down the transfer rate, adding more haulers speeds it up. As I said in the previous guide, you don't really want to make more than one building at a time, otherwise it goes super slow. It also screws everything up for your haulers, transferring things like food, which you need. So keep those buildings down. Keep the buildings that promote haulers up. When people start starving, what you want to do is go down your housing list. You would have already set it to working women to increase the population. Sounds bad when you say it like that. But you want to switch it back to production. Okay, here, production output. Alright, because you want goods to be produced, not babies being born. You also want to go into those buildings, those resource buildings you've made 2 of. Things like the smelter. You know, if you've made 2 of each of these buildings, just slow it down a bit and just pause production. That stops the haulers going there to pick up pointless things and deliver them. Like I said, pause all the buildings and make sure you're only building one at a time, and start concentrating on the granaries. Get those built around your farms, spam them. See, for each one of these I'm getting +3 haulers. Your population should then start to stable out. Alright, see where it says eating, that's in the red there, but they're not starving. They're also not growing at this moment in time, but it allows me to build the granaries, which in turn allow me to build the haulers to get those goods delivered to increase the rate. I can then start getting the population back up when it's stabilised. How do we prevent this? Well, simply have enough haulers for the job. Don't accelerate too quickly, and don't try and race to get that population up, because it's going to backfire when you hit about 1,500. Now, the number crunchers are going to say I'm wrong. They said that I can't have a farm with a stack of animals, 2 stacks of meat and 1 stack of grain. Because they're saying that it's -24 grain a minute for an animal to produce +24 meat a minute. Well, what's actually happening is you're killing the animal, making the meat. It seems to work for me. Ended up having a bloody great big surplus of grain. I've got 1,200 grain in the storage by doing it this way, so I can remove some of the grain slots and put more meat in if needs be. Also, if you noticed, meat seems to give you more produce per minute. It's 24. Fruit gives you less, veg gives you less, but it's probably less to make. But I don't do number crunching, I just do what works. You know, and this worked for me. Hopefully this don't starve guide worked for you. But the trick is just make more haulers early on. 1 building at a time, grow slowly. Thanks for watching.